But for football, Luke, to ship back towards them, Phil Steele released his Conference USA projections. And he's got Sam Houston in a surprising spot. He has Sam Houston projected to finish fifth, with FIU at fourth, Jack State at third, Western Kentucky at second, and of course Liberty at first. And he calls the Bearcats, quote, a sneaky team. What do you think about that?
Well, as a Sam Houston fan, I enjoy that. I really like that.
Of course,
And
of
Colin,
course.
I think we both think that too. Um, we talked about it last episode. And we talked about it on that Twitter live. I don't know if anyone in here watching caught that, but we got on Twitter live with Reddit College Football,
Mm.
and we're talking about it. I mean, all those games we lost with by one possession, uh, in overtime. I mean, on like last second play. I mean, that the Liberty game, we were the better team the entire game until that last uh we couldn't score. I mean, yeah, I completely agree with this team being a sneaky win team. I think we can get bowl eligible for sure. 6 wins. I mean, why not, right? I feel like we're returning uh key contributors, or returning offensive weapons. We've gotten some pretty solid transfers and recruits that can come in and contribute defensively. I like where we're at. I mean, losing Trevor Williams, that's going to be tough. He's your leader. He was all American. I mean, he's an all FCS guy, all small school guy. I mean, he is everything you would want from Sam Houston. That's going to be tough to replace, no matter who you are. Um, but I still like the quarterback situation that we got. We're getting better. I think it's a 6 win team.
Yeah. Speaking of Trevor Williams, I am curious to know who will be the Mike linebacker.
That's your leader. That's your leader on your defense. And I believe he was the communicator. He was the one voicing it out from the coordinators, but and all the play calls. But he's your guy that is telling you what to do. He knows everything's going on around him. That's got to be not necessarily your best player, but maybe your smartest player. That's got to be him. So it'll be interesting to see who steps up in that linebacking core to go there, because it's big shoes to fill.
Yeah,
Who
I,
do you
I,
think?
I think I can already.
You have any thoughts on who it would be?
I think a popular choice would be Kavion Gaither, but I think he's still going to be that. I think he's still going to be the Will side, maybe, or he might alternate between Will and Sam. Which if those that don't know that deep of football terminology, Will's basically the weak side, and the Sam is the strong side, which is, if it's quarterback's right-handed, that's Sam, and then the left side is gonna be
All
the
depends on where
Will.
the running back and tight ends line up.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. That's what I meant. And so Gaither might alternate. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple linebackers that we got in the transfer portal. So I don't know. It's that's going to be an underrated part of a defense that was pretty all right last year, to say the least. It's just that the offense unfortunately could not back them up.
Yeah, yeah, and we'll know more when the that first depth chart comes out.
I'm waiting for
Really
that.
whenever we get closer. But I mean, we're all going to be looking at that. I mean, that's going to be very interesting to see team wide.
Who's I mean, it's I think it's just going to be like there's only one thing that everyone's going to look at, and it's that quarterback. But I'm going to be looking at offensive line. I'm going to be looking at linebackers, and I'm going to be looking at defensive backs.
Yeah.
Those are the position groups I'm going to be looking at. I think the D line is going to be fine. I think linebackers are going to be fine. I'm more concerned about, more or less, I'm more looking for what the O line looks like more than the quarterbacks. If more than the quarterback, if I'm going to be honest with you, Luke, because the old, I mean, everyone. I mean, Shoemaker really shared some fault, to be fair, last year, but the O line did not help his cause out whatsoever. It's like he only had one. It's only like he had one or 2 seconds, and then he was already running for his life.
I mean, we see that in professional football all the time, right?
Yeah,
You see that in high school. Your quarterback's only as good as your O line. Um, Shoemaker, he just didn't do himself any favors last year. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when you're missing guys 5 yards, 6 yards out, you're not doing yourself any favors. Uh, he was best running the ball. We all knew he was he was a really good runner, underrated runner. But
yeah.
yeah, the O line is definitely going to be uh, something to look at. But I mean, that's for everyone. You know, that kind of goes without saying. I feel like.